Hello, I'm John Fox in channel John of the West, and if you saw the end of the last episode, I accidentally reset the puzzle, and right after I said goodbye, I was trying to press a menu, that reset it, and I was like, oh crap, I've just lost the entire level, and I was like, what's the rewind button? Yeah, and I can rewind, right, I was like, oh god, this took me like an hour, why did I press the reset button? I should have just made sure I saved it all, but I wanted to do this at the start of this episode because it was a long episode. It really was. There we go. Look at that. We have ourselves a new map sausage. Is an odd thing to say. So there was some great people here, but now there is something even greater. So, how do I even move this sausage? Oh, we know when we need to get it to. We need to get it over there, don't we? So now even getting to the sausage is a puzzle. Is there a way of climbing up? I'm confused. Oh, hang on. No, how the hell do I even get to the sausage? It's very hot at the moment. Bloody hell. Can't even see behind that. Oh, you know what? Let's climb up those steps. There we go. That's not helped yet, but it's interesting to note that it exists. Because that's what I'm trying to get to, right over there. I can see a puzzle. So the fact that I can get up here means... Is there steps I'm not seeing? Oh, I'm an idiot. Sorry about that. I'm not sure why I didn't consider that I could spike that. Let's grab it, I guess. I love that they're not making it easy. I mean, I hate that as well. It's terribly nerve-wracking recording this going, I'm just going to look so dumb. But... And isn't it interesting that it's given me a temporary sausage this time? Like that's not trapped there. I could get that out. So right. Let's hope that this next level is easier than the one I just did. This is called Jag. How do I even get to this sausage? Right. Not sure why I did that. I obviously... No, not that. Obviously have to do some moonwalking on sausages. Right. Well, that's certainly interesting. Right. Only one of these. There we go. Doesn't necessarily matter. No. You know what? That's going to be an interesting situation, but let's see where it puts me. That's also less useful than one might expect. So is that. Okay, cool. I've got no way off. Okay. Completely burn it. Okay, hang on. Let's go. Let's go back into this. Yeah, that's why I wanted that. It's a bit dumb, but... Yeah, how the hell do I even get off? Right, then... the answer is clear. I think. Also, not that, but let's stab this again. What has that accomplished? Because it's just going to go into there and then be useless. That's also useless. There we go. Damn. Okay. Well, it's got to be there. I've got no way of getting back from there, though. This level's harder than I thought it was, but I'm still glad that it's an actual normal level. That's also a useless position to be in. Right. Let's go for a new tactic. This would be utterly useless. So let's just go up like that. The problem is... Right, we'll go for this. Not what I meant to do, by the way. There's a third problem once I get to cook it. Wow, these levels. Right. Right, we hook it there, we unhook it, I'm going to unhook it again. Not actually what I meant to do. Also, now that I think about it, I don't think it's the correct answer. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. That's all I want. That there. We did that earlier. Doesn't allow us. Right, what about that? I've got an idea now. Right. One more time. Then we can go up. There we go. That seems kind of useless. No, it's not, because I've got a plan. I'm just struggling with the forward backwards. There we go. Oh, I've got no way of getting off. Fine. I'm experimenting. I will continue to experiment. Why did I think that was a good idea? No way. How do I even get off? How do I get off the rolls of the sausage? Let's just do this a minute. How do I get off? Yeah. I have no earthly idea. This level is harder than I thought it would be. I don't know how I get off the sausage. Because the way the rolling works is because I'm pressing the wrong button, he's trying to walk the wrong way. He can't jump from sausage to sausage unless the game knows something that I don't. I can walk up and down off a sausage, but not left and right off a sausage because of the way rolling works. So how do I get off a sausage? Because I'm going to need to. So there's two puzzles here. One is how the hell I even push this. Because yeah, this, very easy by the way, when I don't consider this. So I need to figure out how to get this sausage and then how to get down afterwards. So there's literally only one place I can move that sausage, by the way. It's here. So I know this is an extremely early idea, but let's just do it again. You know what? I was actually wrong about there only being one place to put that sausage. This is the only way I can see it up and down. But the problem with it is that I'm still trapped up here. So what I kind of need is I need all three sausages somehow. I didn't mean to push it that far. Yeah, once I get on this, there's no way of getting off. I need a way off, and I don't know what it is. Cold Jack. Once I'm on any sausage, I have no way down, as far as I know. Right? It won't let me back on there. I can get off of there. Not sure why I'd do that. Yeah, how do I get down? If I were to do that, not sure, I'm experimenting. Well, that's new. Hmm. I've made progress. So it's interesting that that exists, which I will call the double roll. That's interesting as well. I can use this situation, even if it is only briefly, to swap. Okay. No, damn. Let's go back. Sorry about that. That was quite a loud cough, wasn't it? Okay. Okay, I've got an idea. Turn that around, then... No, not what I wanted to do. You have to admit, it gives me a new situation to play with. Right, I figured it out. I figured out how I can get on and off. Yeah. Yeah, it's very interesting. Actually, no. Yeah, I was going to rewind it to the start, but no, I do not need to do it. Spiking it is not a thing. That will be a thing eventually, though. Not there. There. Oh, I'm on the wrong sausage. Also, I'm also wrong. Oh no, that works. Bollocks. We are so close to the correct answer. Ah. Why did I think it was that? I thought I'd be able to step off and get on that. I need to be able to get off a sausage. Which is a weird sentence. I appreciate. You know what I mean? Don't take me out of context. I'm just staring at it going, it's the only answer to... Maybe have one out of sync? This exists for a reason, right? Oops. Why am I allowed to do that? But I'm not allowed to do that. That's weird, is it not? It's trapped on both sides. That's trapped on both sides though. Why can't I walk forwards? If I walk backwards, it pushes forwards. If I walk forwards, I switch. I simply need a way to get off. Right, I think I'm going to let you go. That's been called Jag. I'm stuck, and that's a good one. It's still not as scary as Tower of Sausages, but I'm glad I experimented. This is Cold Finger. I wonder what the cold theme does. Ah, I see what that does though. Anyway, we are not doing Cold Finger right now. Just having a, just taking a look around. Checking in the side. Third island, baby. Not very good at the third island, but it's certainly a start. Cold Jag. Well, I've been John Proxy on channel John West, Jag, and I've been having a Stephen Sausage Roll adventure, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.